Hello guys and welcome back. So today I have a special surprise for you. It's gonna be AFK Journey. We're gonna check the game out. This is the sequel of the previous game that most of you probably know. It's called AFK Arena. It's made by the same devs, and in today's video we're gonna go ahead and check everything that's new, all of the difference between the two games. Since this is a sequel, it's gonna be way bigger, way more in depth, and we're gonna go and explore all the features the game offers. So again, thank you AFK Journey for sponsoring the video, and without further ado, let's begin. Now, I actually played the old one and the AFK Arena and this one, and they both have this really nice watercolory style of graphics, which I really like. That was one of the reasons why the AFK Arena captured me so much, and I played that for a long time. And now that this is open, now it's open world. It's not even AFK Arena anymore. It's not only an arena. You can actually go around and follow the main scenario that you can see, or extra quests. You also incentivize going around the world and explore a little bit, because there is a lot of extra encounters, quests, secrets, and like chests that you can get. And for example, if you go here and we can check over there, we can actually fight those people and kill them immediately, so to get the extra rewards. Now, as you can see here, this is the normal battle, right? You can see there are a total of 12 hexagon slots where you can put your heroes on, and you can freely move them before starting the battle. Now, the good part of the sequel is that they also have environmental advantages or disadvantages and new mechanics. They also revolve around setting your team around or working with or against different types of environmental objects, right? For example, this is a wall, and you can put your heroes here, and it will actually block the heroes on the left side, which can be used in your advantage. So if I put my characters here, you can tell that they're going to be focused in this way, and my other tank is going to be focused by the guys on the left. If I press battle, they're going to automatically battle, but you don't have to do that. You can also like slow it down a little bit and put it so you manually cast your ult yourself. As you can see at the bottom, there is a yellow bar filling up, and that's the ult, right? Every character has their ult, and by progressing through the game, you also have these open world interaction where you can actually solve a little bit of puzzles. There's multiple types, but this is just the one with the battle. There's also some with the ball that you need to move around, right? So now, this is the next battle. As I said before, you have your roster. You can put a maximum of 5 characters, and also use a special artifact that increases their stats that you can have on your main MC, right? The main character that doesn't play but stays there, and it's basically you, okay? Now, as you can see, there's different characters with different roles. We're gonna go ahead and talk about the characters a little bit later, but for now, as you can see, I have my tanks up, and then I have my healers and my range damage ready to go. When they're fighting, as I was saying, they will eventually get their ult. Now you can choose to use your ult yourself, or click this one, the cogs, and ×2 to make the battle go faster and automatically cast the ults. Now, while going around and following the main story and unlocking chests and stuff, you also are passively generating a lot of resources, money, and different types of income. Where? In the AFK progress on the bottom left, you can click it, and this is your panel that basically says that you are generating X amount of resources, and you can actually check how much they are here. Now, as you can see, this goes over and over. Even if you are offline, it's still gonna go there and farm resources for you, and you can check how many per day or per hours and what's the next level. Now, there are different thresholds, and you can actually increase this to progress further and increase those per hour generations by battling the next tier. So if we go battle, it also requires a certain amount of battle points. You go here, and now there's a fight to do. Now here, not always you have an environmental hazard or situation, so you can just put your different units down, and depending on who you're fighting, it's very important where you're putting your units and which units are you using, because depending on which units you're using and what they do, you're gonna have to move them and position them in a different way so that you can optimize their performance. Now let's go battle, and I will also use this battle to show you that if you don't click the cogs, you can manually use the ults yourself. When they lit up, you use, there is a bullet time, which is a new mechanic, slows down the time, and you can check in and try, oh, I want to do it here, and you do the shield there, right? So now you hit everybody, you get the shield down, now you have Cecia here, and we go and click, I want to put it there. Gonna do the ult animation. Boom. Now we have this character that we can use. Bullet time. I want to go here. Boom. Goes there. Does it ult. Now, if you click the cog, they do it themselves. So you don't have to worry about it. But in the future, this might work in early game. But in the future, it's going to be probably in your best interest to manually use your ult, because sometimes the auto battle might not take into account certain moments, certain boss fights, certain mechanics. So depending on who you're fighting, you might want to switch off and on the automatic ultimate. Okay, now this is very important, not just for the resources, but also for your progress through the game, because there are certain thresholds you need to reach in this panel to be able to progress further through the game. For example, there are some encounters, for example, the miasma that you have to kill to progress and unlock that part of the world, and not always you can fight them. Some of them are locked because you don't have the requirements, right? For example, if we go here, all the way over here, this is too hard for me, but you can check. If we click this one, F, it's going to tell you what you need. You need a Golden Witchshire 4, which is a stage that you want to unlock. You need Reach Resonance level 45. Complete AFK stage 80. So at the moment I'm 21, I need to get all the way to 80, but this is a way later on in the game zone. There are the next zone that I need to unlock requires me to get to stage 30, for example, and that's the only thing that I have to do. But what is the resonance that this is this Miasma Guard is asking, right? The resonance hall is where you level up your characters. Now, here there are a lot of new additions that are way better in my opinion than the sequel. For example, you have different faction, right? And different type of classes. There's a tank, there's a healer, there's a damage dealer, there's a caster, right? Now, those classes share the same equipment. If you go to equipment, for example, you can check support, rogue, mage, marksman, warrior, and tank. And when you go and click support, for example, now you have new things to do. You do quick equip. You're gonna give this equipment to every support unit that you have. Now, you can do this for everybody, quick equip, and you get new and better items by just progressing the game and getting further and further in certain stages, right? So this is really good for those type of games where you don't really want to spend too much time getting every single character, removing the gear, giving it to the new character, right? Maybe you replace, maybe you trying a new strategy. Now, in this case, this is really, really good, and it's really fun in my opinion, because that way you don't have to worry too much about the equipment, right? Now, when it comes to leveling up the character, now there's a new addition here, which is the resonance level, and the resonance level basically picks up the 5 characters that you chose to level, and everyone else in the roster gets the same level, gets synced into the same level as the lowest unit that you have on the top 5 roster, right? So I have these 5 characters here, you can see I'm using these ones. Now the roster is gonna pick up the level of the lowest one, but let's say they're all 37, all of those people will become 37. So that way, even if you get a new unit, you don't have to waste resources to level them up, because you just got them and everybody's level 100 and that guy's level 1. No more of those. You just pick up your 5 and you level them up. Now, this was similar in AFK Arena, but in this new sequel, this is done way better, because now you don't have to worry about leveling everybody up, and you get a lot of extra copies from the characters, right? Now let's go check where are these stores, right? Now, this is the Mystical House. The Mystical House is your headquarter, and as you can see here, there's a mail, where you can check your mail, the Emporium, which is the store, and then we have the Noble Tavern. Let's check the Emporium first. In here, you can buy extra pulls. Those are the standard pulls, and the brown and gold ones are the special epic pulls. So, in here, you will eventually unlock more and more stores. For example, at first you might just have the recruitment store, then with time and with progression, you unlock the friendship store, the dream store, and the arena store. Now, the arena store is a big one because it's the PvP, right? And you can do PvP and fight, and we're gonna check it in just a second. But here you can buy for a lot of coins, so eventually you will get them. Copies of legendary characters, right? So these are really important to get eventually. So depending on which characters you want to level up, if you have their base, you can get the copies from the arena store. Now on the dream store, you can get copies of the purple ones. Now what is the dream store, you might ask, right? So now the dream store is one of the battle modes that you can have in the game. Now by progressing, and that's why I said it's important, by progressing the AFK stage further and further with time, right? With time you will be able to, you unlock further and further and more modes by going through these stages, right? So at some point you will eventually unlock the Dream Realm. The Dream Realm is basically a boss fight place where there are different bosses that go for certain days, and they go away, and another boss comes, and you can fight them 5 times. You fight them, and there are certain thresholds for like killing them or like reaching different types of percentages on their life left. And by fighting them and getting certain threshold, you will be able to get more and more rewards, as you can see at the bottom here. And if you actually kill them, you can get special rewards. Now, it's not always the pulls. It might be a character, it might be some pulls, might be some diamonds. The diamonds, by the way, is the currency to pull from the game, right? If you don't have the pull itself, the envelope. Now, as you can see here, now I'm gonna have everything automatic. You can see at the top the different bars that are going down. He has 12 bars of HP. Now it's gonna make that character into a snowman, and hopefully we can free him in time. Meanwhile, the blizzard is gonna do a lot of damage. Here we go. Thankfully, the healer did their ult. Depending on which character you're gonna have, you might want to change your strategy, obviously. For example, in my case, the Leaf Girl is gonna heal a lot, so I want to get her ult as high as possible, as soon as possible, so she can do that. And Lucius has a big shield, so the moment he has the ult, it's gonna slam it down. But the problem is that we were silenced, right? Because the blizzard silences you. So now at the moment I am at 53 HP, so I almost killed him. It's like 50% HP. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. We're gonna see soon, but I think I am already after that. But we died. I'm pretty sure we got a new record. Yep, we got a new record, 53. Now the next threshold was actually pretty soon, 55%. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm not going to challenge it again. I want to progress faster, further, get them higher level, and then try again later. Now, let's go ahead and go check the other modes. Now, for example, there are 2 PvP modes, the Arena and the Honor Duel. The Honor Duel is going to be just 1v1, while the Arena, you're going to actually face the enemies and fight their defenses. So you can go to the formation and do yours as well. Put your heroes on different types of maps, Arena 1, 2, and 3 with different layouts, and the enemy is going to do the same. You're going to fight their defenses and they're going to fight your defenses, right? You get coins from here. Now, the other modes I don't have access yet because you need to play for a very long time. I don't have access, but you will eventually unlock a tower, which is the legend trial that you can go higher and higher, get for extra rewards, really good rewards for example, these things like the dust, materials for enchanting the gear, and tokens to recruit a different type of faction on top of pulls. Then you have the battle drills, which is a guild raid stage, and then you have the arcane labyrinth, which is gonna be a roguelike mode, which you go there, you get your characters there, try to finish it, and you will get this type of rewards. So those are the modes. Now let's go check the events and the quests. Now on the events you can check what are the events going on at the moment. We only have a login rewards that gives you temples every day for 6 days, 5 days actually, then it gives you 1 skin, and at the end, at the 7th day, you also get a select hero chest where you can get your 1 out of those 4 epic hero to recruit for your roster. Those are pretty good, so keep that in mind. Then on the quest, you can go here, and under the growth path and the growth trial, you are going to be able to get those quests done and get a lot of rewards, especially in the growth path, because as you can see at the top, by completing those quests, you will be able to get all of those rewards, and it gets better and better by progressing it. So as you can see, this is pretty much it. This is the game, AFK Journey. Now, if you want to download, you can go below and pre-register. When the game comes out, you will be able to play the game and have fun and progress through the story, right? So let me know if you want to know anything else. I will reply in the comments below. Feel free to ask me anything about it. Thank you again, AFK Journey, for sponsoring the video. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.